10 ways to find someone is lying. 1. A change in speech patterns. One telltale sign someone may not be telling the whole truth is irregular speech. According to Greg McCrary, a retired FBI criminal profiler, a person's voice or mannerisms of speaking may change when they tell a lie, as reported on Real Simple. McCrary first takes the strategy of identifying a person's regular speech patterns and mannerisms by asking typical, straightforward questions, such as what their name is or where they live. This allows him to see any changes in speaking or characteristics when he asks more challenging, interrogative questions. 2. The use of non-congruent gestures. If a person says yes but shakes their head no, it may indicate that they're not telling the truth. As Dr. Ellen Hendrickson, a clinical psychologist at Boston University's Center for Anxiety and Related Disorders, points out in Scientific American, non-congruent gestures are movements in the body that don't match the words a person says, and the gestures are the truth tellers. In Dr. Hendrickson's example, if someone says, "Of course I'll cooperate with the investigation," and gives a small head shake, there's a possibility they will not tell the whole truth and nothing but the truth. 3. Not saying enough. When truth-telling witnesses describe what they saw and are asked, "Is there anything else?" more details are revealed. But when liars are asked to go beyond their prepared stories, few to no other details are offered. Researchers quoted in the American Psychological Association, APA, refer to these people as liars who deceive by omission, who, when asked to answer questions or provide more details, typically offer less than those telling the truth. This can be quantified through transcripts of phone calls, witness statements, or noticed by an absence of descriptive words in a conversation. Another way researchers verify the truth is by asking people to tell events backward. Truth tellers will stick to the same story while offering more details, while liars often get tripped up and create a different story while not adding detail to the original. 4. Saying too much. On the flip side, researchers from Harvard Business School determined that liars trying to deceive stretch the truth with too many words. Since such a liar may make up things as they go, they may also tend to add excessive detail to convince themselves or others of what they are saying. They may also embellish with words that a person telling the truth wouldn't think of adding. Other linguistic cues revealed in this study show that liars tend to use more profanity and third-person pronouns, for example, he, she, and they, to distance themselves from any first person, for example, I, my, mine, involvement. 5. An unusual rise or fall in vocal tone. In the same APA article, an important point is raised around culture, context, and communication regarding detecting lies. Dr. David Matsumoto, a professor of psychology at San Francisco State University and CEO of Humantal, a consulting company that trains people to read human emotions, emphasizes that researchers must consider cultural bias when determining if someone is lying or not. For example, his lie detection research found that Chinese participants tend to speak with a higher vocal pitch when lying. In direct contrast, Hispanic research participants spoke with a lower vocal pitch when lying. This research shows that nonverbal cues for lying can correlate with cultural differences, which should be considered rather than judging only from one's own cultural beliefs. 6. Direction of their eyes. Much has been discussed on the topic of truthfulness and eye contact. A commonly held cultural belief in the United States is, if a person isn't making eye contact, they aren't telling the truth, whereas, in other cultures, eye contact can be considered untrustworthy in a given context. A study titled "The Eyes Don't Have It," published in 2012 in PLOS ONE, debunked the notion that people look left or right when lying. However, a research study conducted in 2015 by the University of Michigan and featured in Time magazine showed that 70% of people in 120 media clips lied while maintaining direct eye contact. 7. Covering their mouth or eyes. Many people want to cover up a lie or hide from their reaction to it, which may be why they put their hands over their eyes or mouths when letting an untruth out. According to former CIA officers in their book Spy the Lie, others may even completely close their eyes when telling a lie, as reported in Parade magazine. This could be especially true when it's in response to a question that does not require a lot of reflection. 8. Excessive fidgeting. Think about what a kid does when asked where the last cookie went. They may lick their lips, look at their nails, or even shake their hands, and then tell a big whopper of a lie. What's happening is that their anxiety response has kicked in, causing blood to be withdrawn from their extremities, according to the former CIA officers quoted in Parade magazine. They may be unconsciously trying to calm that anxiety response, or at least get the blood flowing back to their extremities, all of which could point to nervousness about telling a lie. 9. Finger pointing, literal or figurative. The act of pointing at or toward something or someone else, with gestures or words, may signal a surefire desire to take a focus off of an individual and place blame onto someone else, according to Business Insider. Of course, knowing if that person normally gesticulates or finger points frequently can be a helpful baseline. However, if someone speaks in a measured demeanor as opposed to a hostile one that includes finger pointing, this aggressive switch may indicate someone is lying. 10. Self-identifying as a good liar. Perhaps the easiest way to spot a liar is to let them do it for you. In a study titled Lie Prevalence, Lie Characteristics and Strategies of Self-Reported Good Liars, research published in 2019 in PLOS One showed that those who identify as good liars are more of an honest indicator than lie detector tests. This study showed that good liars mostly told little lies to colleagues and friends in person and focused on telling simple and clear stories. This research's easy takeaway is that if someone brags about being a good liar, don't trust them.